I would say I am a person who is always been a word person.
And for a young Jackie Estrada, that meant reading.
Sherlock Holmes and the science fiction novels, and my mom would be the one to say, "Why aren't you outside playing with the other kids? Why are you indoors reading?"
Pretty soon she discovered she could write, too. And so she came to San Diego State to study journalism.
Plenty of classes on things like spelling and grammar and all that. But one of the classes that you had to take was photography. And so I became proficient at photography.
Specializing in black and white street photos.
The street photography aspect of it is catching people in the moment. A second earlier, a second later, you would not have gotten that particular expression or action that's happening.
Her gifts for words and images coupled nicely with her fondness for science fiction and comics.
In the 60s, when I was at San Diego State, I was a comics fan, and because I worked on the Daily Aztec, I used every opportunity to do some kind of article related to comics.
There was no one better prepared for a convention held in San Diego that would become an annual international sensation, Comic-Con.
I have been to every San Diego Comic-Con, starting the first one in 1970.
At first as a fan and a reporter, a public relations volunteer, then as the convention's official photographer.
So I took lots and lots of photos during that period, and this was all because I got interested from having to take a class.
It was a dream come true for a young journalist and fan.
Back in the earliest days of Comic-Con, you could just sit down and talk to Ray Bradbury. You could talk to people from comic strips, comic books, science fiction, animation, all of these people who you love their work and you're actually seeing them in person. You don't have to stand in a line to get your picture taken with them or pay $100 for their autograph. They're just there.
And she was there. Still is. Only now she is helping organize the annual Will Eisner Comic Industry Awards. She also works on the convention's publications and has published 2 books of her Comic-Con photos. Married to a cartoonist, she is a successful publisher and editor of everything from cartoons to textbooks. Things have worked out well for the kid who liked to stay inside and read.
I am an individualist. I think everybody should just be an individual and pursue what is meaningful to them in life, and of course not infringe on anybody else, but if you can find like-minded people, enjoy what you do with them and just do your thing.